Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Jim Walker.
And I'm Sheldra Brigham.
South Park Middle School is safe, at least for now. Late today, a judge temporarily blocked the Beaumont ISD's effort to demolish the building.
It was a victory for the Beaumont Heritage Society and former students, also called Greenies. The district says the delay could waste thousands, if not millions of bond dollars approved by the voters in 2007. That's tonight's top story. School District Attorney Melanie Chappelle says the district is already behind schedule when it comes to South Park. She says the court fine has already delayed going out for demolition bids. Chappelle says there is a 20-month construction schedule that has now been pushed back, and she says more time means more money. She says a 6-month delay alone will cost taxpayers $500,000. Now, in his ruling temporarily stopping South Park's demolition, Judge Wortham implies voters had been misled and that many believe that if the bond passed, South Park would survive. Chappelle fears this way of thinking could jeopardize the entire bond package.
Because the Chamber of Commerce pamphlet said that South Park School would not be demolished, that somehow the voters were defrauded because of that. But if you're talking about fraud in the voting process, it's logical to believe that that puts a cloud over the entire bond program, and that's certainly not what the school district wants, and certainly something that we are actively going to pursue to make sure that this matter is ruled on correctly, because we feel that it could put the rest of the bond program in jeopardy. It's not just South Park Middle School that we're talking about.
Chappelle says the district could file an appeal to Judge Wortham's ruling as early as tomorrow. Now, Beaumont attorney Mike Getz is leading the battle to save South Park.
Mike joins us live here in studio tonight. A welcome to you.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, big win today. Your reaction to this?
Well, I think the court said clearly in its opinion that the district did lie in the pamphlet they'll put out there, and that they tried to use some technicalities to go back behind that representation and change things when it was actually presented.
Okay, now, so when you say the district's pamphlet, was it the district's pamphlet or the Chamber of Commerce's pamphlet?
The Chamber of Commerce only funded it. The content, as the evidence pointed out at the temporary hearing from this past week, was from BISD.
Okay. Now, if the permanent injunction is not granted, the district says that this delay will cost thousands of dollars. Now, that's going to cost taxpayers. What do you have to say about that? Because I know the issue as far as renovating or building a new school, you mentioned the cost to taxpayers would be great. So now we're talking about even more money for taxpayers.
Well, the only thing that Judge Wortham's ruling does is it prevents the demolition of the building. Now, there are other locations on that 11.7-acre campus where the district can build another school if they so desire. But it might be that the highest and best use of the current building is for it to be renovated. I think our engineers testified last week that that could probably be accomplished for 1/3 the cost of what a new building would be.
And, Mike, this comes back to court on September 21st. What do you plan to do between now and then to bolster your case?
Well, I don't want to give away all our secrets, but certainly one possibility is that the court could and possibly will order both parties to mediation, and it is certainly the desire of the Beaumont Heritage Society to try to work to find common grounds and a resolution to this matter.
Okay, now what happens if things don't go your way in September? I'm assuming this fight is far from over.
Well, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but we certainly think that we're one step closer to victory by the ruling of the court today.
You mentioned common ground. Do you think there actually is a common ground between the people who want to save the school and the district that wants, I hesitate to say, something better for the students, because you believe renovating the school would be better?
Well, you know, the Beaumont Heritage Society and Eddie Estolette, my clients, all agree that the children deserve an optimal learning environment, and right now it is not. But that doesn't mean that you cannot renovate that school and make it state-of-the-art. You look around at other examples of older buildings that have been renovated in Beaumont. You can go down to Crockett Street, the Julie Rogers Theater, the Jefferson Theater, and you can see wonderful facilities there from buildings that are about the same age.
All right. We'll see what happens. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you for having me.
Mike.